Welcome back, guys, to part 2 of Do Commercial Roof Coatings Work? And today we'll cover the rest of the topic that we started with last week's part 1. So let's dive right into part 2. All right, let's touch on silicone. Perhaps the best benefit of a silicone roof coating is its resistance to ponding water. Silicone coatings can endure the damaging effects of ponding water without breaking down because they are a moisture-cure substance, meaning they would not absorb any additional water after curing. Unlike other chemistries, a silicone coating won't degrade, chalk, or crack from prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. They erode much slower than other elastomeric coatings without becoming too brittle or hard. So a couple things about a silicone roof. A silicone roof coating is highly flexible, monolithic, and impermeable membrane capable of withstanding wind-driven sand, oxidation, and extreme temperatures. These are also able to endure the natural expansion and contraction, again the thermal movement that occurs in large roof structures. We do not recommend a silicone for a metal roof, for instance. So if you have a sloped metal roof and you put a silicone, unless you're on the coastal areas where maybe you need that to cure because of your salt water or your moisture in there. But typically speaking, a silicone is much slippery. It'll hold the dirt quicker if you don't clean it. So for those reasons, we always recommend an elastomeric if you have a sloped, say, metal roof. The disadvantages are it attracts dirt and it'll turn like dark quicker and it won't stay clean as long as, say, an acrylic. We recommend pressure washing a silicone roof coating system 6 to 12 months after it's been installed to remove any dirt accumulation. This typically eliminates the problem of dirt accumulation altogether. Get an annual maintenance. Regular inspection and maintenance are essential for maximizing the lifespan of a silicone roof coating. This goes for any coating, by the way. This includes routine cleaning, removing debris, and promptly addressing any damages or areas of concern. Regular inspections allow for early detection of potential issues such as cracks, blisters, or areas of inadequate adhesion. Again, this applies to every single coating system. If you do these things, then your roof system, your restoration coating will last so much longer. Okay, let's talk about acrylics, especially pertaining to metal. Metal roofs present a number of challenges in regards to the performance of a coating system. For starters, metal roofs are notorious for leaking. While metal is a durable and long-lasting roofing solution, it's not uncommon for leaks to occur as a result of compromised seams or loose fasteners. This is mostly due to natural expansion and contraction of the roof structure. So an acrylic coating has excellent adhesion to metal roof surfaces, exceptional reflectivity, UV stability, and weatherability, prevents further accumulation of rust and corrosion, forms a seamless, durable, and watertight membrane, superior elongation and tensile strength. So what does all that mean? Essentially, it's saying you'll have better results with foot traffic. In other words, if you have foot traffic on a roof and you have an acrylic coating on it, your seams won't pop open as quick because you have those sealed, and if you have a contractor that does it right, they put the caulk on the seams and they screw down the horizontal seams and put caulk on that to where now if you walk over it, you're not popping open the seams. And when the metal is expanding and contracting, it moves with it and keeps it tight. So 99% of the time, what we find is leaks in metal roof systems occur when a seam is popped open. Some people say fasteners, and that can be a thing, but most of the times it's not the fastener, it's actually the seams. The cool part about acrylic roof coatings on metal industrial buildings, which is a lot of what we do, that's probably 70% of our work, is once you put this on and you maintain it, you can get 30, 40 years out of it, and sometimes longer if you maintain it. And let's say you get a 20-year warranty. Let's say you just did a 20-year material warranty and you maintain that roof during that 20-year period. You come back at, say, 20 years and you do another top coat on it. Now you'll never have to take that metal off. And so it's a really, really great system, and it 100% works if you do it right and if you do your prep right and if you hire a reputable contractor. So usually the reasons, so we have a 7-step system that we have other videos where I cover this, and you guys can go find that on our channel, but the essential parts of it is we clean, we fill in any gaps that are open on the eaves or the ridge, and we caulk every seam, screw head, we screw down our seams and then caulk it. We caulk every single screw head. We do a base coat over the entire roof, not just over the seams. We do a top coat over the entire roof. And so that's the gist of it. There's other videos I've done that go more in depth on this, and you can go look at those. And we also have it on our website as well, glickroofingsystems/restorations, and it'll break it down step by step on that as well. So The applications as to why the question even is there about do roof coatings work is because of a lot of times of a couple things I mentioned. Usually it's not prepped right. Sometimes it's people putting like acrylic roof coatings on flat roofs that shouldn't be, and then that fails, and then they think like, well, it just doesn't work. Acrylic coatings, every coating has its place. Acrylic coatings, in my personal opinion, should only be on a sloped roof, especially more specifically like a metal. Once you get into a flat roof where you may have standing water at some point in time and the draining isn't quite as great, you should go to a silicone or urethane base, something like that. And then those reasons they will work. But what happens is you have contractors who listen to manufacturers that may, for example, not sell silicone and they just want to sell acrylic. They say, oh yeah, put it on. And then you as an end consumer ends up paying for that failure. That doesn't mean that roof coatings fail. It just means that the contractor didn't do his due diligence in learning everything he should have in applying the systems properly that he's selling and the limitations thereof. So one thing that is not discussed enough in the roof coating industry is the limitations of roof coatings. To every single roof coating, there is a limitation to it. And so a roof coating isn't a one size fits all kind of cure. So you have to have a contractor that's willing to look at those things and look at the limitations of the product and educate himself even above what the manufacturer recommends so that you as the end consumer, the customer, gets a good product. Get the companies that have references that they did work for those specific people. What also happens in the roof coating industry is you have a bunch of people who try to help each other. Sometimes there's this kind of MLM kind of thing in the roof coating industry where if one person helps another person get started, they get a cut. And then those references, they'll take a new guy and then use the other guy's references. And do your due diligence on the contractor and make sure that you ask them for a reference. If you come to us and you, for example, and you want Glick Roofing Systems to do your roof, ask us for references of other customers who have used Glick Roofing Systems. That they can vouch for that it was me, it was Josh, it was Keith, it was Lane, it was Elmer, it was one of our guys on the roof. That it's not just being subbed out and that we did our work and that we're not just taking reviews from other companies and things like that. There's a lot of shoddy companies in the roof coating industry. Just because people think it's money to be made, it's no different than any other industry. You can lose money really fast if you do it wrong. There's a reason a lot of companies go out of business. Those are just some downsides of the industry, but roof coatings do work when it's applied by a reputable contractor. You as a consumer need to do your due diligence before hiring a company that is selling a roof coating. Personally, I know people who've had 5 or 6 different companies in the time frame I've been in business. And so it's like, well, if this feels like you just start a different company under a different name, do your due diligence, check the records, check to see how long the company was in business, things like that. When it comes to the suitability and performance of a roof coating, it's important to understand the strength and the weaknesses of the chemistry. Roof coatings are a highly effective roofing solution. There's a number of key factors to consider when it comes to choosing the best roof coating system for a commercial roofing environment. Talk to an expert. So again, you guys can reach out to us at any time here at Glick Roofing Systems. Make sure the person selling to you is not just some guy working out of his garage that doesn't have workers' comp, that doesn't have all the things that's required, that he's giving you a manufacturer warranty. And I think if we can do these things as contractors, we can change the stigma that goes with roof coatings, commercial roof coatings, and be ultimately a better experience for the end consumer. That's it for today. If these topics are helpful and you want to see more of them, please comment, like, share, subscribe. If there's something you would like for me to cover when it comes to commercial roof coatings or commercial roofing in general, please comment below. We read every comment. We'll try to answer the question with a video if that's what you want. And so anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.